The long-haul flight from Paris to Dubai was filled with chatter, clinking glasses, and sharp perfumes. In C-12F, a woman in her late 30s sat quietly, dressed in plain clothes, her hair tied back in a modest bun. She was reading a medical journal, but the passengers around her paid more attention to her old shoes and worn handbag. "Must be some nanny or low-class worker," a young socialite in business class whispered loudly, giggling with her friends. A man across the aisle smirked, eyeing her frugal meal tray. "Probably bought her ticket on discount, doesn't belong here." The woman ignored them, her sharp eyes scanning medical diagrams while her lips moved silently as though rehearsing something. The mockery only grew louder. "She's so out of place," one laughed, tossing her a disdainful look. But the woman in 12F stayed calm. What they didn't know was that Dr. Layla Hassan had been one of the youngest neurosurgeons in the Middle East, until a personal tragedy had pulled her away from the limelight. She hadn't flown in years. And fate was about to test her again. Part 2. The stroke at 35,000 feet. Halfway into the flight, chaos erupted in the front rows. A tall man in an immaculate white thobe suddenly slumped over, his glass of water crashing to the floor. Flight attendants rushed to him, their voices panicked. "It's Sheikh Khalid Al Mansour. The billionaire. Somebody call for a doctor, please." Passengers gasped. Some tried recording with their phones, others shouted instructions. The crew searched desperately for medical help. Before anyone could react, the woman in 12F rose from her seat. "Move aside," she commanded, her voice steady. The same people who mocked her earlier now stared in disbelief. She knelt by the sheikh, immediately recognizing the signs: slurred speech, facial droop, weak grip. "It's a stroke. We need to act fast." Grabbing a medical kit, she improvised with oxygen, adjusted his head position, and gave precise instructions to the attendants. She even used a pen and safety pin to test neurological response. Every move was confident, practiced. Within minutes, the sheikh stabilized enough to survive the flight until emergency landing. The cabin, once full of whispers, now held stunned silence. As paramedics rushed Sheikh Khalid off the plane, his personal assistant turned to her with tears in his eyes. "You just saved his life. He would have died without you." The same passengers who had laughed at her in 12F now stood frozen, ashamed. And Dr. Layla Hassan, once mocked as out of place, had just reminded the world who she truly was, a healer who belonged everywhere.